Hi, welcome back to Beer Dogs, episode 1, Beer 3.
Beer 3.
Beer C, Très Bien,
Trey Beer.
Très Seke.
I'm Scott,
I'm Kalin.
and we're the Beer Dogs. And this is our third beer of the night. And from the six pack provided to us and picked out by Matthew Stipe, owner, proprietor, and chief beer sommelier of Banter Bottle, Sausage, and Poutineery.
72nd?
73rd.
73rd in Detroit. I keep getting it wrong. By the time we get to the sixth beer, I should know where it's located.
73rd.
There's a wonderful...
Or 74th.
I think it's 7280. Tell you what, hit the Facebook link to go to the Banter site.
That'll get you where you need to be.
Yeah, and by the way, you can go there for mix your own six packs. They have 200-300 different types of wines that you're not going to find in different stores. And
Sausage and poutine.
And the staff is so knowledgeable and so helpful on helping you pick something out. So,
and they clean up after you really quickly too.
oh yeah, walk away from a glass, turn my back,
It's
and
gone.
Gone. So yeah, this one here we have a Wittekerke.
Wittekerke.
It's
From Albuquerque. No, it's not from Albuquerque.
actually I didn't even pre-look at this. I'm assuming the Wittekerke that I've had in the past was a wheat beer. It is a product of Belgium, so it's a Belgian wheat beer, natural flora from oak fediters. What is a feditor?
It's probably decomposing oak. I don't know. I have no idea.
It's also Dutch, so who knows?
That's right.
Do they have a lot of trees in Holland? I mean, are they importing their oak fediters?
I think all of the trees have been turned into windmills and or wooden shoes.
Have you started yet?
No, I haven't. Well, here, cheers.
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 To End-of-Summer-Patio-Beer.
That's right.
The Wittekerke Wild. Whoa.
This is bitter.
Very bitter.
This is very bitter.
At first I thought it was going to be lemon flavored, and it wasn't lemon.
I get the lemon. I do get lemon. I mean, it's got a bitterness, a sourness of lemon in there.
Yeah.
Look at this face.
Yeah. Who put Sour Patch Kids in our beer?
You know, I am not a fan of wheat beers or wit beers to begin with, and this is not helping the case any for me.
As a huge fan of wheat beers, I will say this does not represent wheat beers,
Okay.
wit beers in any way.
What does it represent?
I don't know.
It almost seems like a lemon rattler.
Yeah, but the Radler that we tested earlier was like 60% soda, so it actually came as like, you know, a pop or soda beverage.
This is 5% alcohol by volume,
Well, it has that going for it.
harvested and unleashed. We're not really sure what was harvested and what is being unleashed.
This reminds me kind of the nightmare of like I think the late 90s, early 2000s when there was like all the different energy drinks coming out, like Max Soda and you know whatever. Even with the name Wild, I don't know. I'm already gonna say I'm quite disappointed in this. It's way too bitter. I don't know what I would pair this with food-wise. I don't think sitting around drinking a six-pack of this would be any good.
It wouldn't be any fun.
No. So I don't think it's refreshing on a hot day.
Maybe if you poured it over your head.
That might be. Or
That,
keep it in the cooler, like freeze them and then put it in the
Now,
cooler with your other beers.
if no offense to the Bud Light or Miller Lite drinkers, but if you were to give me a choice between a Bud Light, a Miller Lite, and or this, the Wittekerke Wild, I probably would choose this. But nonetheless, it is probably the least favorite so far of the beers that I've tasted with you.
I think
I'm still gonna finish it though.
yeah, for some reason I keep grabbing for it, keep drinking. I think that's so it has that going for it. I'm not quite sure why. I think
Yeah.
I still might be trying to figure out this riddle, wrapping an enigma that this beer is, and you know what this kind of reminds me, because I had a really horrible beer earlier this summer, sitting around a bonfire on a nice hot day. watermelon beer. A
Did
watermelon
you have
wheat
a watermelon beer?
Yeah.
It's a watermelon wheat beer?
beer. Yeah,
Oh my
stop.
gosh.
Just stop mixing
Yeah.
fruit and beer
don't do
as a
that.
general rule.
Don't do that.
And yeah, I mean, I even went to the point when I saw like 3 shelves taken up at my local shop. It's like, when you sell these, just put back other
Right.
beers because, yeah, this is getting out of hand.
And you figure-
Mixing fruit with beer.
In any beer that you have to stick a lime in to make it taste good, why are you even spending your money on that?
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't get that. But anyway, it's kind of growing on me. It's kind of growing on me.
It's not as bitter.
Kind of like a wart. It's growing on me.
Contains malt and wheat. Which would say a little bit more because it's obviously got a lot more going for it.
It's not gluten free then.
No.
Okay.
Yes. Explain to me this. I think a lot of people who are not familiar with gluten allergies,
Mhm.
I don't understand it. Explain to me why this.
Your hands get all red. No, just kidding.
I think that might be a little issue you had with the bug spray
Yeah,
earlier.
bug spray and the red tablecloth.
Could you explain to me, is this just a new fad diet? Is this like an allergy issue? I think you know somebody who has
I'm
eats gluten free.
I'm not an expert. I don't think anybody could claim to be an expert, but I do know that some people's bodies react very severely to the ingestion of gluten and gluten products, which would include, anything with wheat, barley, or rye. And if you're talking about beer, you got wheat and barley, especially in a wit beer.
Yeah.
Or a wheat beer, that some people feel much better, and they lose weight. They feel much better. Their minds are clear, and so if not consuming wheats does that for them, then
Excellent.
it's a thing. It's a thing.
Okay, so I think we need to wrap this one up.
All right.
I'll go first on this one. Let it die. I don't think we had decided what the third category was. This one can just stay on the shelf and die. I don't think anybody should try this.
I would go with the die. I'm going to say cry, and I would cry, but this is so bitter. All my tears have dried.
Oh, Scott.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the next beer that we try will be much better.
Okay. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Nonetheless, we'll see you on the next episode of Beer Dogs.